Hello and welcome to Mickey Art. My name's Michelle Edhouse, and today I am being inspired by one of the people that are on my acrylic pouring for fun Facebook group, and she put on this really cool red and blue and black and white swipe. Now, it wasn't a swipe where you put the colours all over it and then swipe white or black or some other colour over top. This was a swipe where she'd put the lines of colour and then just swiped. And I thought, I like that. That's super, super cool. How much fun can I have playing with that? So that's my target today, is to play with that. How's it get any better? So I'm gonna, excuse me, I'm gonna play with blues. I've got my ultramarine, what's it called? Yeah, ultramarine blue. I've got my turquoise, which is made from ultramarine blue and cobalt blue, which I have here, and viridian hue, which is this green colour, and I have my white and my cobalt blue. So I've got those three colours. Three coloured blues and one colour white. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a cup and mix up a slightly lighter colour to go with all of this. Oh, I'm nearly out of cobalt blue. I might have to mix them up. I'll be back. Look, how quick was that? Super quick. How's it get any better? So that's a whole big tube of the Reeves Cobalt. When I've got the big tubes, I've decided that it's so much easier to mix a whole tube at once than mix small amounts at a time. And find yourself a airproof container. This is a yogurt container, and find one that works for you, but find one that will create. Ooh, I might need to do that with the white. How's it getting any better? Find one that doesn't let the air in. And that paint lasts in there for ages. I actually find that my sticks go mouldy from sitting around warm and moist inside there. So I'm just mixing up. So this is plain cobalt blue and white. And it's made this really lovely little sky blue colour. So that's pretty. And I just realised that I also would like to have, and I'm just finding a tin to mix it in. I'd like some of this, but with white, more white in it. So that's so this is these are really good. These are the salad containers you get from the deli. They're really good. They keep them nice and runny. But this is how much one small tube of Reeves makes. It's you can't see that. It comes up to about there on the pot. So, you know, you get a whole heap, and it takes the same amount of time mixing one batch as one big batch as it does mixing a small batch. So you wouldn't choose that for what reason? So let's quickly, super quick, about 1/3 cobalt, 1/3 viridian, and maybe a 1/3 white. Yep, I think I'm going to have enough white left to do this white. That'll be good. Now, this is not a flip cup. This is a create a colour. Check that out. That's very, probably too much viridian, but it's a fun and funky colour. I like it. I like it. It's almost mint green. It's interesting. My phone flash is on. I didn't realise that. How's it get any better than that? Okay, so let's see, what colours have we got? Do we want to use all of them? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. A little bit more water in that cobalt because they tend, what I've found, and I don't know about you, but I tend to mix them up, get them to the right consistency, and then a few minutes later I go back to them and they've thickened. Just that first mix, it's like this. It's almost like, you know, if you're making pancake batter and you let it stand for 10 minutes. The reason you let it stand for 10 minutes is so that the flour can absorb and you end up, it thickens up and then you have to water it down a bit. Well, that's what I found anyway. Okay. So here's what I had in mind. I think. Well, I don't really know, to be honest. What did I have in mind? Anybody know? Because I don't. What's that? That's not a very straight line, Michelle. Not so easy to pour. I have no idea if any of these have got silicone. Just looking at the ultramarine, that one's definitely got silicone in it. This might have, but none of the others do because I just made them up out of the non-silicone ones. What's right about that? Now, we're just going to have to rely on the white doing its funky thing. Do funky thing. Okay. Now, I have a lot of paint come off this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find one of my tiles. Okay, so these are my tiles, and they're great for peeling the skins off really easily. So I'm gonna pop this down. Don't want to cover that though. Don't want to get paint on that. That'll do. So I'm just gonna oops, I'm not pushing down enough. Whoa. Oh, look at the cells from the ultramarine. Yummy! Alright, so I've got the paint off and onto there. So let's just do a bit of a wiggly swipe on there. And see what gets created on that. Beep, beep. Leave that over there. Sorry for the bounce. I'm just making sure you're what's that word? Focused. Focus is one thing I'm not very good at in real life. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you've noticed if you watch my channel. I'm not very focused. And I used to make myself super duper wrong for that. What if you're not wrong? I teach classes on how not to be wrong. It's so much fun. We've all bought so much junk from everybody in our lives about what we should and shouldn't be. What if you're not wrong? What if you're not wrong? What would you be if you were not wrong? Some people actually can't even imagine what life would be like if they weren't wrong. So, there you go. There's a challenge for you. Have a look. What would your life be like if you were not wrong? If I was on being wrong, what would I be choosing? If I was being strong instead of wrong, who would I be? Now that's kind of funky. Now some of you are going, why is it so little? I like to test out new techniques on small cheap canvases, and this is, as you saw at the beginning, a tiny little record, and I got my records for free. How does it get any better than that? So what I'm going to do now is get my heat gun out and play with the heat on the torch. So sometimes I use the big one, sometimes I use the little one. It's such a small canvas, it's going to be super easy to do the whole thing with the little one. So just quick run over first off to get the air bubbles out, and then just a slower, slightly higher, gentle, to invite this silicone to come up where there is silicone. Making sure that you don't actually burn your paint. Not a lot of silicone in that one, Michelle. Could have been a lot better. But I do like it, and I think I will try this technique again. I do think that the only one that had any silicone in it was the ultramarine. The rest of them tend to be, just look like they are either density cells or air bubbles that have popped. Air bubbles do a good job too. Alright, let's get you down and show you. Okay, cool. So, here we have it. The beauty and the gloriosity. This is where I came back over it with the dirty knife. And I think it's brought some of the silicone down from the ultramarine. So you got some tiny little cells in there. But I love this glorious wave. It's like, hello. It actually reminds me of the wave that communicates with Moana in the movie Moana. It's got that real rounded, no pressure, no force, no nothing. I like that. It's cool. And then up here we've got that thread that's got the silicone in it. Which got some small bits of silicone bubbles. There wasn't much silicone in this painting at all. But they're cute. Check them out. Let's see if I can get... come on. Hey. That one was an air bubble. Oh, and there's another one coming up beside it. I wonder what that'll be like when it pops. Should we pop it? There it goes. Woohoo! Ooh. Nope, not quite so glorious as the one next to it. But this is so cool. I like them. And then up the top here, it's like waves again. With some sky blue. They're cobalt blue. When it gets light on it, kind of has a bit of a, almost a lavender touch to it. It's quite bizarre. Alright, so there you are, guys. I'm very, very pleased with this, and I think I'll play more with that technique. So much gratitude to the beautiful lady who shared her painting on acrylic pouring for fun. Sorry, I did not write down your name. I adore you, and I'm very grateful. What else is possible? How much fun can you have playing with paint? And how much fun can you have in your life? Oh, I've got to show you over here too. Because, again, not much silicone. But there's some pretty little cells in there. Look at that. Yummy. Alright, so there you go. I'll be back in a couple of days once this is dried and show you the finished result. Thanks for joining me here at Mickey Art, and come play with us at acrylic pouring for fun. See you soon. Okay, so here it is. It's dried, or just. Still a little bit damp, but hey, I wanted to show it to you anyway. It's raining out here, so I'm holding it, not putting it in the bushes today. So I apologise if it shakes a bit more than normal as I try and get it to focus. But look at it. It's so pretty. It's got quite a few pock marks on this one. Obviously didn't do a good enough job getting rid of the bubbles. But I like it. It's pretty. That is just a bit that's sitting on top of it. It's not actually stuck into the paint yet. But I really like it. It's pretty. It's got some really cute little bits in it. Especially where that silicone was and the ultramarine. So thank you for joining me. I am so grateful that you watch my videos, and if you want to come and have some fun with us in Acrylic Pouring for Fun Facebook group, we'd love to have you over there showing us what you've been creating. Oops, sorry, playing with the lights instead of zooming. And yeah, what else is possible if you're willing to have some fun and be out of control with paint? Cheers guys, bye bye.